Hey, welcome to Africans Playing RPGs. I am Balagoon OJ Tade. I am the host and your game master. Um, we have with us Belay, um, who you see Warrior Class on both sides. We actually have a show called Warrior Class that we're both part of. So that's every Saturday you can join us. But we
Peace, everybody.
do other things that we've been doing for a long time. So check us out on the Warrior Class. And we also have my oldest daughter right here, uh, Arshun Yoyin, and she's down at the bottom. Yeah, these will be replaced with their names, their characters' names, but today we're doing session zero. Session zero means so session one is each time you play whatever the game is. Session zero is actually where you get together, you discuss the game, uh, you discuss things you can't take, things you want to see. Uh, this is a horror game, so if there's things you can't take, I'm sorry. Uh, there'll be things that you won't see. Um, in anything that I ever game master or create, you won't see any abusive children. You won't see uh, what else? Rape. You won't see that kind of stuff. You're not gonna see uh, ever if I'm game mastering. Right? Uh, a couple years ago, a well-known person created a famous game, and it was a well-known game master. He has gone off the grid basically because he decided in one of the games his he had one character that was going to rape the robot character of another. So basically not basically, that's what his character did, rape the robot character of another, and he figured it out because it was a robot character, it wasn't her, and he wasn't paying attention to the other people playing space like, and he thought it was funny, and he was looking creepy. I was creeped out watching it, and people, including the woman whose character who played the robot, they came forward and they just ripped him apart. Rightfully, right, rightfully so. So that was pretty much the end of his reign of fame, man.
Good. We're glad he was exposed.
Right.
Got comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. So you get comfortable in a game and you're doing that and it's unnecessary. Well, you have to look at you. So Buzz looked at him, and that was pretty much the end of that. They had first they questioned him. He was like, being real unapologetic and arrogant. I'm this, and that lasted for a couple of days. They tore his ass up.
I think this is a good way to start each game because of people like me that's totally ignorant to role playing games, and you know what I'm saying, it's totally foreign to me. So stuff like this is really good for me. Even though I played, I still, was kind of blindly playing.
Because most of our people, even though role playing games have been around since 1974, it's pretty new to us. And there was a time people thought just in other places, and still think, just white people play or the blacks who play think they're unique. One person does a whole, he has a whole show. And he did an episode where he was talking about, he has a show about role playing, a brother, and he did a whole show about reasons why black people don't play role playing games. And he's saying if you find a place with more than one black person at a table playing role playing games, I'll show you a unicorn. I hit him up. I said, brother, at my table in high school, it was completely black. And not just like completely black, saying 3 black people. I'm talking 7, 8 folks, and it was like 25 wanted to play, but I wasn't gonna handle that large of a group. So they were on a waiting list, basically. All black people. I only let one white person at our table because black people got rejected from playing at first at my high school. You all won't be able to, understand this. This is what white people were saying. You won't be able to understand. We're at a school for the gifted, so-called. Okay? And but we won't be able to understand that. Told my sisters, they bought me the advanced game, and I, over Christmas break, memorized the entire, all 3 books for Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Came back.
Peace, bro.
I had already written the adventures for it because I want an adventure set in Africa. So I wrote my own, and now everybody wanted to be in there. Right? I'm like, oh, okay. Now everybody wants to be in there, but we were too ignorant. We wouldn't be able to figure out how to play. So hell no, you ain't getting in there.
I'm gonna be honest though. I do think that one of the reasons that it isn't as popular in the black community is because it's heavily relied on reading. And and just to be like, I mean, you gotta keep it real, it's not like we can't read, but we do have a problem with one, just people just being us just being lazy. And because everything is so automated and animated, we don't want to rely on our imagination like how we grew up as, what I'm saying, as kids. And at one time, it was a generation that we picked up sticks and imagined they was guns. I would imagine that generation being playing, getting it a lot quicker than the generation that you might have now.
Yeah, but I don't think that's blacks. That us, we're lazy. I think that's people.
No, definitely people. I just don't. I'm only speaking to us, and I don't mean we lazy in general. I'm just talking about the people that's into entertainment. Our entertainment is kind of lazy. Is what I guess to be clear.
Well, so one, people are into role-playing games, but particularly our youth. But role-playing games to them is like playing The Last of Us on video.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
So yes, well, that's people. Period. But for us, like I was on the panel once, and a lot of times we think this. This one sister said, black people don't do science fiction and fantasy. I believe you were there. You, Lisa. I said, excuse me, you do realize you're sitting on a panel that I created, invited you to, and it's all black folks here, and this is about steampunk, which we rebranded steampunk, which actually became more popular than steampunk itself. Okay. She said, yeah, but that's just, I said, hey, that's just steampunk. I said, excuse me, anybody here ever seen The Matrix? Just raise your hand. They raise their hand. Anybody say my name's something else? They raise their hand. I said, now if you say, did they read the book? No. We're into science fiction and fantasy, but also role-playing games on a book form. So that becomes a problem because the reason why we don't read books, like science fiction and fantasy books, particularly, because we didn't see ourselves. Right. A movie, we'll watch it because we're watching that movie for 90 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours tops.
The book is more of a commitment.
But when you sit down to read a book, you're in there for days, weeks, months. And we ain't giving that much time, and we don't never see ourselves. So that's the whole thing. The dude Raheem Shabazz, I had that conversation with him. He said, I don't do it. I said, that's because you ain't seen yourself. But you see yourself in these books right here, brother. He said, okay, well, I'm going to get this book right here. You got the book, you hit me up. that evening. He got the book that afternoon. Hit me up that evening. It's like, man, this is dope. I never seen nothing like this. When we shot the movie, Rite of Passage, the horse wranglers, they were black. They asked me. It's a scene where Bass Reeves is talking to Harriet Tubman, and it's a vampire behind Harriet Tubman coming up on her, moving, skittering towards her, right? And Harriet knows. She looks back. She keeps talking. She ain't worried. And Bass, they just having a normal conversation. Then Bass reaches out his hand. The rifle flies into his hand. He shooting over Harriet Tubman's shoulder, kills the vampire. And she said, pretty good shooting. And he's like going nuts, the horse wrangler. He said, man, we're allowed to do this kind of stuff. We're allowed. So it's my mission, man, to show us. And that when we're playing, it's fun as anything else, right? This is a horror game, but it's still fun, right? It's not the level of kiki like Ice Cold Carter, but even a good horror movie has to have some humorous elements in it.
Of course.
Or it's too much and people are not going to be with it. Greetings, Alive Allah. Sorry about that. I was in the midst of talking. Good to see you again, brother.
Oh,
you muted. You muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. Yes, sir.
All right. Because what I got here to get here.
It was fine until he started trying to talk.
You break it up a little
and
bit.
I also kind of view it's like I think
It was fine until he started trying to.
Until I tried to move my hand.
No, you good
Still hear
now.
me?
Yeah.
No,
I know you were gone for a while.
Yeah,
I know you were gone for a while. Save the rain for some stuff.
All right. It's I know there's like a little delay going on.
Yeah, it's an echo.
Yeah, it's an echo happening.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably because I got to figure this out. But what I wanted to add on and just like what you said, like the generations changing, definitely play changed kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like, our generation, we were out in the streets playing every single game on the concrete, playing football on the concrete, things like that. My mom was like, you come back in this house, you're going to stay inside. So we were out there the whole day, that kind of thing. And then, you shifted to like the Atari and then the Nintendo. And then when you could play games and stuff by yourself in your house, you know what I'm saying? So I do see like, yeah, there's kind of like a difference in the generations, but also like, especially in horror, we always tell these stories. You know what I'm saying? Like so many horror movies out there owe us, like Candyman owes us money. Cause I don't know about y'all, but pretty much every black community that I go to, we got some kind of boogeyman, Like we had up in Connecticut, we had the flute man. You know what I'm saying? Play the flute. He drives around in a hearse. He get you. You know what I'm saying? And little things like the candy man, he try to entice you with stuffed animals and candy stuff. So when I saw the candy man, I was like, yo, where you get the story from? You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like you got this directly from us, but I don't see no acknowledgement because Clive Barker, is the one who wrote the original, but I see no acknowledgement of where it came from. So even in a lot of the things that are out there, like sci-fi, fantasy, all those different genres, we don't necessarily always see ourselves in them, but those people saw us and took some of our stuff and put it in their stuff. So that's my stuff. So I want my stuff back. I want my stuff back now. And so when we do stuff like this is, I think that's part of that reclaiming. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, y'all ain't the only ones that tell horror or sci-fi or fantasy. You got that from us. So, yeah, I'm with it.
It's a black Japanese director. I don't remember his name. And hold on, let me mute you real quick. Live. Yeah, there we go. So it's this Japanese director. And he said the Japanese don't have ghost stories per se. So they get their ghost stories from Chinese ghost stories and African ghost stories. So yeah, cats always and Japanese make a lot of the ghost stories made in America. Ghost story movies are made from Japanese. They're reboots of Japanese movies, which means they're reboots of Chinese and African ghost stories.
I can definitely say without a shadow of a doubt, when I learned of just a little bit that I know about Ifa, you know, I didn't hit you up in the chats like, oh my God, this Asian flick is got all the Orisha and they talking about divination and all this stuff. This is crazy. Straight ripoffs. Straight ripoff. And I was surprised, and you was like, it happened all the time. Hurt my feelings. I'm like, God, they just ripped all the Orisha off and just took everything.
In the old Marvel superhero game, there was a magic item you could get called the Ogun sword.
Wow.
It's in the book. I'm looking. I'm like, wait, whoa. Hold on. Now that was so when I was young, I saw it. You know, okay, that's cool, African sword. But I didn't think about the significance. I got older and said, wait, hold. You know, you took the Ogun sword. And, I believe they even made Ogun some kind of villain in Marvel Comics for a short time. I'm like, man, you know.
I believe there is something like that. Something like that.
They take our stuff and say, hey, anyway, we're gonna get down. You got to
Parself. They did that. They did that in DC too. They made Shango. They made Shango.
That's what it was.
Against Firestorm.
Wow.
Yeah, and they finally brought in the research, kind of fixed it with Obatala and everything, but they started off by bringing in Shango, just hardcore, straight villain, and I'm just like, really, guys? But then, what should I expect? You know what I'm saying? I can't expect them to tell our stories the way that we're supposed to tell our stories.
So we're gonna get. First, we're gonna start off with the type of dice. So in this game, we use 6-sided dice only, but 2 types. So the first type is the regular type you're used to. How they be doing this?
You can see it.
You can see it.
Yeah, you see the 5 on there.
Yeah, so the 5, you know, the regular 6-sided die you're used to. Okay. And the reason why most of the games I make are with 6-sided dice because that's most of what we're used to and what we have. I will introduce other types of dice just to show you what other types of dice I use, but most of the games I make with die 6. Now, in Japan, they don't have die 20s. They just make games with die 6. So this other type of die 6, you can use a die 6 to do this, a regular die 6 to do this. You see this has pluses, it has minuses, and it has blanks. It has 2 pluses, 2 minuses, and blanks on it. Okay, this is called a fate or a fudge die. Okay. So what we're going to do in this game is we throw 2 die 6 to see if we succeed with a fudge die to know how well we succeeded or failed. So if we get a plus, that's a benefit that comes up. So say if I am hitting a dude upside the head and I get a plus, I hit him upside the head and maybe his head bumped into his boy's head, so I got both of them. Or maybe I hit him upside the head, he's trying to bully somebody, I hit him upside the head, his head hits the locker, it sounds off, and the teacher comes out and snatches up the bully before he can retaliate against me. Okay, that's the benefit.
Do you roll real quick, Barbara? Do you roll when you said you roll them together? Do you roll 2 regular dice and that, or 1 regular
Yeah,
dice?
2 regular dice and this.
Now, if you don't have that dice,
Then you can roll 3 regular dice, and I'll get to that in a second.
okay, good.
So if you have a minus, that's a hindrance. So say, and I have a list of in the book. It's not in the one I sent you all, but that's the unedited version. But in the edited version, which I'm about to send to the printer, it has a table of hindrances and benefits. Okay, so if it's a hindrance, say that same person I punch, but I succeeded, right? But I got a hindrance. I punch and his head hits the locker. The teacher comes out but snatches my ass because they saw me punching. That's a hindrance. Y'all got the difference? Then if it's blank, I hit him, and his head don't hit the thing. He just got hit in the mouth. Okay, so that's what the fudge dice does. Now, if you don't have a fudge dice, you say, okay, well, what do I do? You roll the regular dice. If it comes up 1 or 2, that's the minus hindrance. If it comes up 3 or 4, that's neutral. That's the blank. And 5 or 6 is the plus. Y'all got me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if you only have 2 dice, can you roll the 2 regular dice first, then one of the other one to see how that go?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's my question.
Yes. So that's how the dice roll goes. Okay. Let me see. So I was trying to wait for Bamitale, but she's got the game, so she'll be able to catch up. So yes, you roll 2 die, 6 plus 1 die. This is called die F, a fate die. So die 6 means 6-sided dice. 2 die 6 means 2 6-sided dice. Okay. Die F, that's a fudge die. Now, you add any modifiers or whatever to the roll, and then if the result of the dice is higher than the target's defense, if like in a fight, okay, or the difficulty number is not a fight, you're successful. Okay. Most average, if it's not a fight, the difficulty number is usually 7 or 9, depending on what's going on. Okay, so you got to roll equal to or higher than that.
Before I knew we was doing this on the show, I had started doing it, and I had rolled like all 9s and 10s at first. I was like, oh my God. Then I talked to you, you was like, we're gonna do it on the show. I was like, damn. I was killing them. I was gonna kill them. You get like 2s and 4s now.
So I dealt with that. So a hindrance, I talked about the hindrance. A hindrance adds an additional challenge or difficulty that was not present before the attempt. Now, I gave you an example. Peaches is successful with her attack using a spiked baseball bat. However, the bat has become embedded in her opponent, and it costs Peaches her next attack to remove it. That's a hindrance. A benefit adds an additional convenience that was not present before the attempt. Example, Bumani misses the mark with his slingshot. However, the attack goes completely unnoticed by his opponent. So he missed, but he got a benefit. So nobody heard him, so they didn't know that he shot. If you miss and you get a hindrance, well, that's really bad. Or if you hit and you get a benefit, that's usually pretty good. But now there's also advantage and disadvantage. So say you got advantage. When rolling with advantage, you roll 2 die up instead of 1 die up. So you roll 2 of these. So if be like you would roll 4 of the regular dice instead of 3 if you had advantage.
Okay.
2 of them would be, so first you would roll your 2 die 6 to see if you succeed or fail. Then you roll 2 die 6, and those would be acting as spudge dice to see if you got benefit or hindrance.
Okay. Now, how do you know if you got advantage?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
When rolling with advantage, players roll 2 die up instead of 1 die up, picking the die-up with the best result. So if you roll 1 has a plus, 1 has a minus, of course you take the plus. Or 1 is blank, 1 is minus, you take the blank.
So one more time.
You roll the fuzz die, right? You get a plus on 1. You get a minus on 1. The highest is the plus.
Okay, I got you.
Plus is better than a minus, because minus you getting the hindrance.
Okay.
If you get a blank and a minus, you take the blank. Blank just is neutral, it's regular. That's
Right.
better than getting a minus. Okay. For example, so if you got the advantage, you take the best of the 2. You got disadvantage, you take the worst of the 2. For example, in the advantage, Peaches is rolling to punch a bully in the face with advantage because the bully was just body slammed by Bumani and is dazed. She rolls 2 die 6 plus 2 die up. The 2 die up results are plus and blank. She takes the plus result and receives the benefit to the roll, right? Example disadvantage. Peaches is rolling to punch a bully in the face with disadvantage because the bully has pushed another student between them and is using the student as cover. She rolls 2 die 6 plus 2 die up. The 2 die up results are plus and blank and minus, excuse me. She takes the minus result because it's disadvantage. So now she is plus and minus. She takes the minus result because she got disadvantage, the worst result, okay, in a disadvantage. And she receives a hindrance to the roll. So that's how that works. Okay. And that's pretty much how the core mechanic works. Once you know to do that, you got everything else. So now we're about to get into actually making characters. So give me 1 second. I'm about to take my old man break, and I'll be right back.
I was just thinking, man, this could be this should be marketed to families just as a time to like put the electronics down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how this should be marketed, as a family time to get back grounded,
Yeah.
to use your mind. You know what I'm saying?
It's all marketing, It's always all marketing.
Yeah, that's what I'm over here thinking, like, how do you sell it? Because it's important, you know what I'm saying, to what it develops. You market it by what it develops in your children, in the family, what it develops.
Yeah.
It even can give you an assessment where your kids are at by how they're responding to this stuff.
And there's a lot of articles and stuff coming out now, post pandemic, whatever, and all this kind of stuff that's talking just about how good this stuff is for your mental health.
Oh, no doubt. That's
you know what I'm saying? And so like just like, there's very few places where we gather together nowadays that isn't part of capitalism, meaning that you have to pay to be in that spot. You know what I'm saying? You have to pay to hang out, and stuff like that. So just even creating spaces where you could just have Black people together just sitting and chilling,
right?
Like, that's huge. That's just huge.
Right. We're talking about how to market this to make it appealing. And the thing is, it's really about connecting, offline and unhooking, and and developing your mind and working your mind and exercising your brain, connecting with your family and friends in a way that we don't do anymore. And it's going to develop stronger bonds as a result of it. You know what I'm saying? And you can, like I was just saying to him, like it's a good indicator of where your children are at by how they're responding to this. It's a lot of upsides to doing this type of work, not
Well,
work,
no,
but this
so
type of games.
me and the wife are opening up a coffee slash smoothie shop, okay, or drink house, um, and we're gonna have game nights there.
Mm.
You open that up at the inaugural game night. I will be there. I will fly my butt in, and I will be there for the inaugural night.
Oh,
So
cool.
let's go.
That's
Yes,
what's
sir.
up.
Yeah,
You
let's
know,
do it. Then.
I just was down in Atlanta in December, so
Oh,
yeah, I was just there. So with my peoples down there, so it ain't no thing, ain't no thing.
cool. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely, and it was my wife who brought it to me to do it
Mm.
Let's go.
because we're gonna start doing 3 days out the month another show on here because I'm like, okay, I got this show, this platform 24/7. I'm
Right.
paying for it. We need to do other stuff.
True.
But a priest who trains with us came to me and said, Ifa says, I didn't even talk to him about anything with this, but he said, Ifa says you all need to have 3 days out of the week. You play face to face. 3 days out the month, you play a face to face game, right?
Yeah.
So, because I was going to start doing just a solo game of playing Grandma's Hand, but that's what we're going to do for the 3 days a week. And, we were like, we got to do something for families. So my wife said, well, let's open it up, at the shop. We have game night there where anybody's welcome to come and play.
Nice.
So that's what we're going to.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
I'm smiling, but I'm hating though. I'm hating on the shop. I want something like I want to be.
I'm smiling too. I'm hating only because it's in Atlanta and I gotta travel. But I will travel. I really wish it was right around the corner right here. I could just pop up right here and go. But
I
it is.
I wanted to say Baba, Yalagoon, and Belays. That's what I want.
Bibs.
I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna be up there with my own apron on. Opening day, you know what I'm saying? Certain people be like, we didn't ask him to come. I don't know what he just popped up.
Well, I actually took the barista classes and everything. So.
Oh my, you such a oh
yeah.
You didn't do that for don't act like you did that for y'all shop. You didn't do it for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be, so
that's what's up though, Bob. That's what's up.
Do all that, yeah.
Making moves, gotta make moves.
Got to. All right, so
okay.
We're about to get into character creation. So character creation is 7 steps. So we're gonna randomly roll abilities, note any resultant modifiers. You're gonna choose a concept, determine your health, determine your clout. So just so everyone knows, the theme of the game is called The Haunting of Truth High. You all play high school students at Sojourner Truth High School. And Sojourner Truth High School is ground zero for a war between spirits and ghosts. There's a difference between the two, okay? Spirits reside in the realm of thought, which some people may call heaven, whatever they may call it. Right? Ghosts reside in the realm of the crossroads, which is between the earth and the realm of thought. And ghosts hate on spirits because they're denied going into the realm of spirit, So ghosts make it their mission to cause havoc on earth. possess humans, kill as many as they can. So whereas the spirit realm, those from the realm of spirit, they have more power per se. The ghosts have more numbers
Mm.
because they're making sure that people who die from extreme violence, die suddenly, they become ghosts. So they're making sure that happens.
Okay, so it's not because more white people than black people on Earth.
No, because it's
I'm
it's,
sorry.
it's, it's more black people than white people on Earth.
No,
Uh,
I'm messing with you.
yeah, and actually, so Sojourner Truth is high school is more black folk, and including there's more black ghosts, and the ghosts. Some of the ghosts can, as you all learn about the properties of some of the ghosts, because they're different types. Which I'm not just handing that to you. You'll learn as you play. Some can get out into the city. You know, they can get in different ways. They can get out of the school.
That's the thing about you being the GM. I know how you play, boy. I know how you play. Limited information.
Well, of course.
Information. You will be surprised. Tricks are coming.
Now, when I first started playing, the guy playing with us, we go into a room. He said, "You got goblins in the room." Well, we wouldn't know what the hell a goblin was. I had to learn what a goblin is. So I was like, "How do we know it's a goblin? How do we know that?" You know, we just are we expert monster hunters? I thought we were just beginning, regular folk who end up in this situation. So how do we know what a goblin is, right? And of course, he's telling me, "Shut up, Parker." I told y'all about it. My friend said, "Shut up, Parker." And he was saying, "Shut up, Orc." So I got pissed about that. But so I'm like, okay, when I start, I'm not gonna just get at to folks.
Right.
I'm not gonna even name the monster. Most of the time, you gotta figure it out. You may talk to somebody who knows or what have you, but you ain't gonna. I'm not gonna just say, "Yeah, that was a werewolf. That was a." And spoil the surprise, right? So you got to pick a concept. So your concept, you may be a school jock, cheerleader. We'll get into that in a second. Your health is how much damage you can take. Okay. Clout, since you're in high school, clout is very important. If you lose clout, you're all jacked up. Okay? So you want to keep your clout and you want to build your clout. And then you'll choose equipment, and we'll determine what your defense and your movement is. Okay, so first abilities. So first we're going to take abilities. You have a score between 2 and 12 for each ability. All right. So you're going to take your 2.6. You're going to roll it 6 times, and then you're going to choose where you want to put your ability score. So say if you roll a 6, a 5, a 13, but not 13, 6, a 5, a 10. Now you determine where you're going to put that. Do I want to put that 6 in strength? Do I want to put that 5 in wisdom? Do I want to put the 10 in constitution? That kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So first off, roll 2.6 6 times and write down what you rolled.
Let's go.
All right. We doing it in order? We're gonna go in order. We just doing it random.
No, you're just rolling 6 and then you put them in whatever order you want to.
I think the mystique of this should be in part of this should be the mystique of what we rolling. You know what I'm saying? The mystery of it. Right, okay.
Well, that would be okay if you roll in order, which I played games where you roll in order. You want to be a fighter, but you got a 3 strength. Oh God!
Right.
Right.
I gotta get on the floor. I gotta bend down.
The whole plan. So we're gonna do it in order.
So let me see. Boom.
It's a game that it's pretty unforgiving if you get into combat or some of the ghosts of
You want
one
to do
thing.
my last? My last.
Well,
Huh?
I was talking
witness
to
over
you.
here. I'm getting busy over here. I'm getting busy. Hold up. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
getting busy.
man.
I'm getting busy.
Oh, you can roll it on the floor.
Yeah. I'm getting busy.
I got them crap hands. I got them crap hands right now. What we got?
Man, I might be.
The last one I need.
One more.
You can do another one, but I don't need it.
Dang.
So let me know when you're done.
All right, I'm done.
I'm done too.
All right. You done, Yo Yang?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay.
Good.
So the abilities.
Yeah, you can get right
You also have it all in the book, but the abilities of anyone who will be watching is strength is the first ability that represents physical and muscular power. Okay. That's used for all actions based on physical force, like running, swimming, lifting a heavy load. It is also used in hand-to-hand combat. It is the principal ability of thugs. When we talk about concepts,
Okay.
Intelligence symbolizes reasoning and learning capacity. It is especially used to evaluate the knowledge and the culture of the character or to analyze a situation.
All right.
It is the principal ability of nerds. That's intelligence. Wisdom covers the will, good sense, degree of perception, and intuition. It measures the capacity to perceive danger, to remain calm in the face of adversity, and to read a crowd. It is the principal ability of artists. Dexterity measures agility, reflexes, and balance. It is useful for any action based on stealth, speed, or flexibility, such as acrobatics, stunts, or dodging. It is also used in missile combat, which is range combat, like shooting a gun, using a slingshot, stuff like that, and to determine defense. It is the principal ability of cheerleaders. Constitution represents health and stamina. It is used to check resistance to physical attacks and injury, as well as the capacity to run, swim, or walk over a long period, or with resistance to sleep. It is the principal ability of jocks. Charisma measures the power of persuasion, magnetism, the ability to lead others, and physical appearance. It is used in all social interactions, from charm to intimidation through speech and lies. It is the principal ability of hype beasts. So you have those 6 abilities, and you can put them in any order you choose. And then let me know what you all's abilities in those are.
So, do we do this keeping in mind what we want to be as far as the block? You know what I'm saying? The jock and the artist and all that.
Yes.
Or do we just
Yes, you do. And just so you know, with ability scores, the average ability score of a average human being is 7.
Well, we already know we are so above average people here.
You rolled.
5, 6.
Okay.
Okay.
You rolled all 2s, you're not above average. I mean, you're below average.
Okay. I'm about to say, whoever say they rolled a 13, we know they cheated.
Of course.
I'm saying I got all 12s though, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. All right. You're gonna be the first one out every time. Now you go in the room.
Okay.
I'm trying to look at the concept so I can make sure, see which one I want to kind of do.
Okay, so we're gonna give that wisdom big boost right there. Okay, that's how we go. That's how we're gonna do it. This is not easy to. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just want to get. I want to get this right.
Mm-hmm.
So attribute. We roll 2 dice for each attribute.
Yes.
So for like, okay, yeah. So each score is going to be either be between 2 and 12, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll look at what your modifiers are based on your
Oh,
score.
gotcha. Okay. Let me just get all this right.
Okay. What? The question is, what do I give my lowest scores to?
Is that always it? Let's see. I'm trying to just decide what. Yeah, that's what we're going for. I'm gonna just play outside the pocket. Let's go.
Intelligence.
Okay.
I'm 60% and 70% there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting there too. Let's make that 9.
Okay. All right, come on.
I'm almost there.
Okay, hold on. Yomi's there. Just a second. Greetings, Yomi. Greetings, Yomi. Maybe she went to the bathroom.
Wait, I know.
You see it? The right town? No, that's not. Turn in my head, is it? Is it your head?
I think I know what I'm going for. All right.
Ron didn't have martial arts today.
Yeah, she did, but see, the way my single parent life is set up, some things just have to be in front of others, and her hair needs to be done. Yeah. So.
All right, intelligence. I'm gonna go with it.
Come on.
And 4, 5. What's the last one? Dexterity. Oh, wait a minute. Constitution.
Yeah, charisma.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
So Constitution. Where's? How am I missing something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing, but I feel like I'm missing 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How am I missing? I got wisdom, charisma, intelligence. Oh, I got intelligence twice. Excuse me. I guess I'm not that intelligent.
You know, that actually happens more often than you realize. So when I first started out playing, I would do it all the time. Like,
Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to giving it the lower score like I meant to. No, I'm just that's crazy though. Thank you for making me feel better. Okay, so all right, let's do strength.
Are you actually reading it?
I'm having such a hard time giving myself a low score in strength that it's ridiculous. My ego is just ridiculous right now. Like I am killing myself to die. It's hurting me. It's hurting me. I'm going. I did it. And now what? Dexterity. All right. I did it.
And just so you all know, the way I ordered that is the old school way. When I first started playing D&D, the way abilities were ordered.
It is. I knew I caught it. I was like, okay, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
this is the old school way how you get your abilities.
Well, no. So that's the order is normally written in, right? Strength, intelligence, wisdom, dexterity, constitution, charisma. But they changed it to make it easy. They put all the physical stuff first, so then it became strength, constitution, dexterity. intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
Oh,
So
wow.
you look later on, that's the way people were doing it later on. But at
Now,
first,
see,
we started the other way.
it's interesting that you said that because even when I read this before we started the game, it took a lot for me not to want to just place them in the order that I rolled. Like I know it was supposed to be random, and I thought about it, but I really just want to go strength is the first one, intelligence the second one, just do it like that all the way down, and let the chips fall where they may. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I felt that it was supposed to go like that. But I'm ready now. I'm ready, man. I'm just not gonna be strong.
All right, everybody got theirs ordered.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't like it.
We'll start with you, Belay. You're the oldest. You may not be the oldest
Come
in
on,
the game.
Yeah.
You're the oldest in age.
just call, I swear, man.
All right, so let's get through.
So for strength, I don't have so I'm an artist. Of course, you know I'm an artist.
Well, you can get to that in a minute, but
Okay,
right.
Sorry. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna go with for strength. I am a 4.
All right.
Now that I think about it, I'm just so far away from being a thug. That's what it is. That's what I do. For intelligence, I am a 6. So I'm a little above average.
That's a little below average, but okay.
Oh. That's not below average. I thought below is 5.
7.
Oh, so 6. See, that's why I'm below average. Okay. Wisdom. Wait a minute. Wisdom 11.
Oh,
that's more like true life right there. Like true life. Dexterity 9. More real life for you. Everything else is pretty much on life, like real life. Constitution 8. And where we at? Charisma a 9.
Oh, those are great rolls. Okay. All right. A life.
All right. For strength, I got 5. Intelligence 7. Wisdom 5.
Got somebody above average up there.
Dexterity 10. Watch out now. Constitution 7. And charisma 9.
Cool.
So you keeping track of what we got, Bob?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. All right.
Boy.
Wisdom 11.
Wait, I'll start with strength first.
I'll start with strength. Strength is 7.
Okay. Wow, the black woman would be stronger than us,
right?
I think she did that on purpose after she saw our scores.
And then what's next?
Intelligence.
Intelligence is 10.
Okay, now come on now.
Wisdom.
Black woman that's
Wisdom is 11.
Stop it. This is just, I mean,
Dexterity.
Dexterity is an 8.
Oh, come on.
We got a winner.
She took the super serum.
Constitution.
That's a 6.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I feel better now.
Okay. We don't even believe that 6.
Charisma.
Crazy.
And charisma is a 7.
All right.
Look at you.
All right.
Wow.
That's great. Yeah. That's super serum level. I had a student come to me when I was in high school. He wanted to play. He said, "I want to play my character I already got." I said, "Cool." I said, "Give me your stats." He had like all 18s except for charisma. His charisma was 10. I said, "Get your ass out of here! You ain't playing." Get out of here!
Ain't nobody messing with you.
He multi-classed like 5 classes.
Right, exactly. All right, Yomi.
She like, huh?
Okay, so you said strength?
Oh, you gonna roll it on? Okay, strength, yes.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I wanted to do. She gonna go live.
9.
Look at you. Look at these black women beating us down.
Okay. Intelligence.
We gotta let them lead.
Intelligence, 9.
Look at
Oh, y'all
this.
going first in every room. Every
We
room.
just we the muscle, but we ain't muscle.
Ha!
Wisdom is 8.
8.
8.
Dexterity.
The unmuscled
Dexterity is 9.
muscle.
Okay.
We will not bend.
Constitution, 9.
Look at this.
Now, I'm wondering
And
about these
charisma.
scores. All right. Charisma.
Charisma is 12. 12. No, for real. I'm for real. That's for real.
You sound like old boy I was just talking about.
This what we doing? I knew you should have rolled for everybody, Barbara. This
Yeah, I might have to
your
roll for
children.
me. That don't sound right there.
These your children. These your children.
Nobody knows.
I'll be right
Nobody
back.
knows.
Wow.
Oh boy. I'll be right
Y'all
back.
done talked to each other before the show started. They talked to each other before the show started. Like, shit, who gonna know? We ain't going out like the last game. Like, what?
We survived the
I
last
just
game.
watched
We
you roll.
started a whole revolution.
Oh, right. See? Now
Right, too.
Now y'all crunk, and this is what's happening. Okay. Wow. Let's see. I see.
Yeah. You the popular. That's the popular person in high school right there. That's a class president right there.
No, what isn't it? It's Sojourner Truth High School, right? It's their school. They great nieces and that
Right?
Sojourner Truth. Yeah, they the family. They the family. It's the only way to explain it. They the family.
Wow, man.
Y'all had good scores too.
What's that?
Yeah, y'all had good scores too. You had one bad one. You had 1-5. I think your lowest score was a 6, wasn't it?
Let me double check. Hold up.
I think your lowest.
I know I ain't got no. Yeah, you're right. My lowest score was a 5.
Yeah, like you don't. Yeah, and then and then you had some high. You had like 10, 11.
Right. It's crazy when we thought we had good scores. We probably looked at our paper before y'all said anything. It was like, oh yeah. We felt that, so you know what y'all look like to make us feel like what we feel like right now.
Right?
You know what I mean? It's we on the same team. I'm thinking. I don't know how the game gonna go. Hopefully we on the same team.
Well, as long as don't nobody die, we on the same team.
True.
Yeah, because you're in the same high school.
Yeah, as long as no one dies. Yeah, we go still be in high school, but it's according to the rules. If they die, they become our enemy, the living enemy.
Well, they can be, but so that's just for a few sessions.
Oh, okay.
Going off to the what they call it, going off to the motor coil.
Oh.
So they have a few. If you are killed, that's if you're not. Well, if you're killed, you can raise again as a ghost. You won't control that character, but you will so we'll roll 1.6 sessions. So say I rolled a 4. For 4 sessions, you'd have time to get your affairs in order, help the characters out, give them advice, maybe lead them towards helping you get revenge. But your character's done once it dies, unless a ghost or something raise you from the dead. Now, you'll find maybe that can happen, but there's always prices to pay for things that you do.
Resurrection.
So now we got the abilities. Let's look at modifiers. So next to your abilities, write the modifiers next to it in parentheses or what have you, just so you know what modifiers. So if you have a score of 2 to 3, which nobody does, that's -2. So when you roll your dice, if you rolled a 12, if you had a 2 to 3 score, at -2, you would take 2 away from that, so it would be 10. Y'all got me?
Yes.
I do not have you. I'm sorry.
If you roll a 12, so say you roll a 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
But your modifier on strength said you had a 2 strength. Your modifier on strength is -2 if you got a 2 or 3
Oh,
strength.
-2. Okay, I got you.
So then you subtract 2
I got you.
from that.
Okay.
If you have a 4 or 5, put -1 or -1 next to that score. So belay like your 4, that gives you a -1. So if you tried to kick a door down, let me see, I rolled a 6, that would be a 5. That's if you have a 4 or 5 in the score. A life under you got a strength of 5.
Yeah.
Put -1 beside that. And you can, as you advance, you can make these scores. You can increase these scores.
Good.
You go be in the gym a little bit. Let's go to the gym, yo.
Huh? Yeah, you go to the gym.
Let's go to the gym right away. Get this weight up.
Taking steroids, something. And if you have a 6 to an 8, that's a 0. So it's no modifier. If you have a 9 to a 10, that's +1. Y'all got me?
Yep.
Yes.
And if you have 11 to 12, that's a +2.
All right.
So the strength modifier applies to attack and damage rolls in melee. That's hand-to-hand combat. People say melee combat. That's hand-to-hand. And the character's movement rate. The intelligence modifier applies to roles related to knowledge, such as computer programming or research. The wisdom modifier applies to all roles related to perception and intuition. The dexterity modifier applies to attack and damage rolls in missile combat. So that's guns, slingshots, bow and arrow, throwing knife, and with certain saving throws. It also affects the character's defense. The constitution modifier applies to health added to or subtracted from each heart and certain saving throws. The charisma modifier applies to the reactions of non-player characters at the time of an encounter. Now, concepts. Is anybody an artist? So, Belay's an artist. You tend to stay away from the crowd and in small groups with similar interests in music, art, poetry, and film. Artists tend to wear band t-shirts, lots of jewelry, and baggy or tight jeans, and I usually listen to music from specific or eclectic genres such as hip-hop, classical, jazz, metal, K-pop, reggae, and more. Can often be found in an artist playlist. Many will be in the band or in a band or artist collective. So as you create your character, think about that. You may be in the band, or you may be in some band or artist collective off campus. Okay, or both. Your starting health, about to roll that now. That's die 6 plus Constitution modifier. So what's your Constitution is 8. Your modifier for that is what? 0?
Yep.
Yeah, 0. So you're gonna roll 1 die 6.
I'm an artist too. Should I go ahead and roll?
Yeah. So both of y'all roll 1 die 6.
I rolled a 2.
2 and
6.
you roll 6. So put that down as your health.
Dang, I'm damn.
You said the die. You said the die plus the Constitution.
Yes, plus Constitution modifier.
Oh, plus the modifier. Okay, so I'm just a 6.
Yes. Well, your Constitution
It's a 6.
is a 6. So let me see. What's the modifier? That's 0 too, 0. Right? Yeah. All right. Your heart. So you get additional health at levels 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. Okay. Special features. Inspire. Once per battle, you can attempt to inspire your allies with a speech, a song, a dance, a drawing, etc. So decide what type of artist you are. You may be somebody that raps. You inspire with a rap. You may be somebody that dance. draws, what have you. Roll 2 die 6. If you roll an 8 or higher, all allies this is when you use inspire. All allies that can hear or see your performance or artwork make all rolls with advantage for 1 round. So that's pretty good. Okay. And then when it's time to level up, you'll roll 2 die 6 and to see if you increase wisdom and or charisma. If you roll higher than the ability, it increases by 1. So like leveling up wisdom and or charisma. So say Belay, if you have a charisma 9, you roll 2 die 6 and you roll a 10, that's higher than 9, it will go up to 10.
Okay.
When you level up. Okay. Yo, Yin, yours is
7.
7. Now your charisma's 7. Your wisdom's 11. So your wisdom, the highest it's gonna be is 12. And it's harder to get up there, but once you're up there, you're up there. Right. So if somebody had a 2, it's easier for them to increase their thing than somebody that got 9, 10, 11, like that. We got any cheerleaders? We got any hype beasts?
I'll be hype.
All right, so the hype beast, your starting health is die 6 plus constitution.
All right.
So your constitution is 7, so there's no modifier, but roll the
Just 1d6.
yes, 1d6.
All right. 5.
Okay, so you got a 5 health, and with you get for heart, you get 1 die 6 additional health at levels 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. Okay, for hype beast. Your special feature is appraise. You can test wisdom to determine the value of a piece of modern technology or tell if it is authentic or not. And plug. You roll with advantage whenever you use the contact skill.
All right.
Okay. When you level up, you can increase charisma and or intelligence.
Okay.
Okay. Any jocks? Any nerds?
I'm an intuitive sketch artist.
Cool. Go, great. Any thugs? All right, so we got a thug.
In heart.
So your help is die 6 plus 1 plus constitution modifier. With your rolls, your constitution probably a 25. Let me see. Constitution 9, so that's plus 1. So roll die 6.
3.
3 plus 1, that's 4. Plus 1, that's 5. So your health is 5.
Wow.
And you get 1 die 6 plus 1 additional health every level. Okay. And when you level up, it'll be your strength and or your dexterity that goes up.
Passion.
Now you have experience with breaking the law. You spend some time among criminals. And have a contact within the criminal underworld.
How do you
In high school, you're far closer than your classmates to the world of murder, theft, and violence that pervades the underbelly of Douglasville. Douglasville is where Truth High is at. And you often defy the rules and regulations of your school, your parents and local law, of your school, your parents and local law enforcement. Okay.
So school in Douglasville, but you from Mechanicsville.
if y'all, so for those not from Atlanta, Douglasville is like a nice area in Atlanta.
Yes.
And Mechanicsville is like a not nice area.
Not so much. Nicer now than it was.
Exactly. Your special features is Street Sparrow. You have a reliable and trustworthy contact who acts as your eyes and ears on the street. You know how to get messages to and from your contact, and once a day, you can count on them and ask a question. that the GM must answer honestly. Okay. Mischief making. You roll with advantage whenever you use the vandalism skill. That's everybody, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, a life, you were a hype beast, right?
Yep.
Just so a hype beast, you are dedicated to follow fashion and style. Dress in tight, fashionable clothing, wear sunglasses, and sport wild but style hairdos.
Bro.
Social media platforms are totally essential to you, as is keeping up with the latest technology and fashions.
All right.
Your special feature, I already told you, is a praise and plug. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, so we've done health,
Uh-huh.
clout. So now we're gonna get clout. Clout is a mix of power, influence, digital cultural currency, and sanity, used as a resource for rerolls or character advancement, or depleted when a character faces a monster or horrific environment for the first time. New characters start with, that should be 1d6 plus charisma points of clout.
Let's go. All right.
So
All right. So I roll.
everybody roll 1d6.
6, baby.
Let's go. Wait, who rolled the 6?
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Cool.
You rolled 6 too? Really? Okay.
Oh, snap. Okay, so and you got, so Bila, you got a charisma 9, that's +1, so that's 7. Okay.
Who rolled the 6? Then you roll the 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And Eugene, you rolled a 6, right?
Yeah.
So your charisma is 7, so you got a 6. A life, what'd you roll?
5.
5 +1, so that's 6. Yomi, what'd you roll? 2 plus 12 though. So that's 2 plus 12. I believe that's +2. That's 4.
Oh, I get it,
That's
because
in the
6
bathroom.
is
You got
not
the-
higher than my actual score. So the reason I thought it was 6 was going to be added to the 9, but it's not, because 9 is higher than 6. That's how I get.
Yeah, it's the that wouldn't matter. It's the so it's the modifier that you add.
Okay.
So when you see 6 plus charisma, it's talking about the modifier, not the actual score.
The one.
That'd be a whole lot of, so you can, now with cloud, you can spend 1 cloud point to re-roll any roll. So if you miss, not now in character creation, but while you're playing, say if you're trying to hit somebody or die somebody from ghost from hitting you, you fail. You can spend a point of cloud and re-roll that.
And since I got 7, I can do that 7 times.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
Now, so you can spend 1 cloud point to re-roll any roll. However, you must accept the re-roll as final. So you can't do it twice. So if I miss and then I re-roll, I can't do it twice on that same roll.
Copy that.
Just one time. Even there's less advantages than the first roll. You cannot spend another cloud point to re-roll or re-roll. Terror. When we look at that, that's dealing with cloud. It affects cloud. Every ghost and other monster has a terror rating. Whenever a PC encounters a monster, they must make a saving throw with intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, and as the modifier. And you all want to choose which one that is now. So when you are encountering a terrible thing, event, or creature, which of those 3 do you use? 3 abilities. Do you use intelligence, wisdom, or charisma as the modifier?
Charisma.
So Yomi, you use charisma. Put an asterisk next to that.
So I got questions.
Yes.
So
I took him out.
the higher the score, so this we still got to roll. Do we have to roll plus whatever we using, modifier we using?
Yeah, you always, well, not always. Most of the time you use a modifier that to help you or hinder you. Yes.
And we need the score is always, not always, but in this case, I'm just saying the higher the score, the better.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
Okay. So, and we get decide.
But you may not go with higher, may go with your concept. So say if you are an artist, right?
Yeah.
You see the terrible. If you use wisdom, and it tells you down here, PCs that use wisdom bolster their courage with their faith in a higher being or force or weapon they deem more powerful than the monster. Yomi used charisma. So people that use charisma are courageous and believe that they and their allies are strong enough to face the monster.
Yeah. Okay.
Intelligent person tries to rationalize what they are seeing and put it in terms they can understand and that are less frightening. So you may say, well, I want to use my strength of faith. Your intelligence may be higher, but you want to use your charisma. You got me?
Right.
Or you may say, bump that. I want to make sure I get this role, and then you use the higher, and then you make it make sense for your character with that.
I understand. You said, but I like what you said about wisdom, though. So you get a chance. You can either use wisdom or charisma on this one.
Or intelligence. It's up to you.
Okay. Well, since I ain't got no intelligence on here, modifier.
You got intelligence. It's just
I'm talking about my modifier. I'll have a modifier for intelligence. See?
all right.
I'm using my wisdom.
Okay, so you use wisdom. Put an asterisk next to it or something so you know that's what you're using whenever you're rolling against a terror.
Okay.
A life.
I'm using charisma.
A life using charisma. Yo Yang.
Wisdom.
This is interesting. I like it.
All right. If you fail your saving throw against terror, all rolls are with disadvantage until you are at least 300 yards away from the monster. So if you fail it, you're all shook up, and so you're not doing well. You're not going to do your best because you're all shook up. Unless you are 300 yards away from the monster in a place that you deem safe and secure, or the danger passes. Just so you know. So if you fail your terror roll, you might want to run. Depends on what's going on. Okay, or hide. Of course, or you can spend a point of clout to avoid all rolls being with disadvantage due to terror. You can spend clout, and then you won't suffer those effects of terror. Okay. But if you're counting the monster again, you got to roll again. But if you succeed in your roll, you see that monster again, you don't have to roll again.
Gotcha.
Against that particular type of creature. Okay. Regaining clout. So to regain your clout, you can spend as many clout points as you wish per session, but you only regain 1 point of clout per session.
Per session is
like not so when we in those 2-hour blocks when we play, that's one session.
Copy that.
So you can spend as many as you want during that time, but you can only regain one.
Gotcha.
Cover one, okay. For every point of clout, the PC has 1,000 social media followers.
What happened?
For every point of clout that you have right now, and that you later too that you gain, you have 1,000 social media followers.
Okay.
So, how many social media followers do you have?
7K.
7K. Yo Yang.
6,000.
A life.
6,000.
Yomi.
4,000.
It's cool. So, I mean, that's more than most people got right now.
Right.
More than I got right now.
So it's high schoolers. That's pretty good.
But it's only because I got shut down. I'm sorry.
Ha!
All right, good.
Now, for every point of clout that a PC loses, they lose 100 followers.
Right.
Oh, they ain't that bad. I can handle it.
Certain powerful and rare magic items may grant additional points of clout. If clout is reduced to 0, the character suffers an instability chosen by the GM, of course.
Oh, goodness.
Instability can be cured if the character sees a therapist, which is a psychologist, psychiatrist, mental health counselor, licensed clinical social worker, etc. If a character sees a therapist, they regain a point of clout and lose instability in 1-6 sessions. 1-6 sessions, not in could be in one session, but it could be 6. While a character is unstable, they cannot regain any clout. Okay.
And how do you get unstable again?
By your clout going to 0.
Oh, right. Okay, good. Make sure.
That's like, high school is like, oh man, I'm losing all my followers. Oh, they just,
yeah,
they lose it like, oh no.
No, I do that now. Still.
So hey, and when you have instability, if you look there, you can suffer any of these things when you have an instability: addiction, bad blood, broken, dark dreams, delusions of grandeur, doom, firebug, fury, ghoul, gloom, gold digger. It's several things you can start doing. Have a phobia.
Been through it all.
So losing your clout to a high schooler, it can mess you up. High schoolers be messed up when they lose that clout, boy. So and yeah, some adults too.
40-year-old people, 40-year-old plus.
So let's look at defense. Defense determines the degree of protection worn by the character and their capacity to dodge blows.
Okay.
The more this protection is raised, the higher the defense score increases. Defense is quite simply the number that must be rolled or higher on 2-6 plus your combat modifiers when attempting to hit an opponent. Every character has a base defense equal to their dexterity. Now that is equal to the number. Okay. If they wear armor, the number given in the armor table replaces dexterity as their defense. In other words, a character with low dexterity would benefit from the protection of wearing armor, while another faster and more agile would lose this disadvantage when dressed as such. Okay, a shield confers +1 bonus to defense, whether this one is one based on armor or dexterity. So if you got no armor, it's your dexterity. So Village, yours would be 9. A life, yours would be 10. Yo Yin, yours would be 8. Yomi, yours would be 9, right? If you had a leather jacket on or karate padding, you put on some karate padding to protect you while you're at school. Your teachers may tell you to take it off. That's an 8. Okay. Football pads or books taped to your arms, your torso, and everything. You can put that on, put a hoodie over it.
Yeah, I got phone books all over my.
That gives you 10, right?
That's what I got.
So that gives you a 10. Otherwise, be like you have a 9, but it slows your movement down to 2. Your normal movement is 4.
Wait a minute.
How
was my movement calculated?
That's just the normal movement for a human being.
Oh, okay.
And we'll get into that in a second. You may be faster.
Copy that.
That's coming next. Now, if you wear a bulletproof vest or a flat jacket, which most of you probably can't get a hold of because you're high school students.
But I did wear one in high school, though.
I'm like, damn. I'm like, your job rougher than mine. I went to school in Chicago. And
I was in Wilmington, North Carolina with you know what I'm saying? The Tupac. With no shirt on, just to
That's a 12 defense, but movement would be 1 with that on. So most of y'all, you got pretty good defense with your regular dexterity. Movement is sometimes necessary to know the movement rate of the characters, especially in combat. The base movement rate is determined by armor type worn, to which is added the strength modifier. Okay. This gives the number of yards a character can move in a melee combat round. So your normal movement is 4. Belay, with your strength of 4, your movement is 3. So that's 3 yards.
Oh yeah, and my health is 2. I can't move. I'm sick.
Artist,
I'm basically Charles Xavier that can paint.
So you're an artist. Artists ain't
Oh no, I ain't smart, so I can't.
physical dudes. Yeah, you're not smart, but you're creative at least.
Okay.
It sounds like a woman that turned you down. Like, oh, you're nice. You as a brother.
Now you triggering me now.
I'm just sharing my trauma.
I had older brothers now. Don't do that to me. I had older brothers. Green-eyed, light-skinned brothers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, trust. I already know how it go down.
We about to get into something else.
I'll be sure it was winning.
Hold on, real quick. My brother be like, we in the house by ourselves. My brother be like, hey, come here for a minute. Come here. I run to the bathroom. I went, what's up? He looked in the mirror and said, I'm a good-looking motherfucker. God damn. Called me all the way from all around the house to tell me just to look at me. That's you. That's for you, Popsy. Listen. All right. I'm sorry. I had to vent.
Now, your movement, who would have addition to their movement? Well, Yomi would have an addition. You're the only person who would have +1, so you would move at 5. So you're the fastest one. You're a thug, so that helps.
That makes sense. Yeah. Been running all your life.
Exactly.
Wait, what gives the modifier for movement?
Her modifier is +1.
No, I mean what's the base from that gives the
strength?
Oh, strength. Okay, yeah, I ain't moving like that. Look, I got asthma, man. Asthma.
The artists, hey. And the
right, they got to put me on the ventilator every 20 minutes.
Hey. Equipment. Each character carries equipment in their travel bags, or during their travels. Generally, characters start with a backpack or purse or whatever. Personal possessions like a class ring, a Letterman jacket, a Bible, perfume, graphic novel, earbuds, whatever it may be.
All right.
Bus card, student ID, and a cell phone with internet, camera, and texting capabilities at a minimum. Okay. You may also have equipment required by your concept. So artists, y'all may have art pens, a height beam.
Blicky.
You might have a blicky, you might have a knife. Depending on what kind of toy you are. Lastly, each PC has 5.6 plus charisma modifier times $10. And there's an equipment list so y'all can buy equipment.
Okay, I get you.
So you will roll 5, 6 out of die. Whatever that skill is, whatever that score is, you will add plus your charisma modifier. Okay, so if it's a 1, you add 1 to that. And then you multiply that times $10. That's how much money y'all start with.
Okay.
Big money.
I know, right? No women.
What's your question?
Is it 5d6? How many times we rolling?
I don't know.
Yes, 5.
Yes, 5.
Okay.
Plus
Rolling both dice?
5. You gotta do 5 dice.
But you hold up.
So you're gonna do 2 of them twice and then 1 once.
Okay. You see what my intelligence is. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. What's that? 9.
We looking good. We looking good. Okay.
7, 5. 9, 7, 5.
Well, I ain't get no big money, but I got a little bit of money, I guess.
We add these 3 numbers up and multiply them by 10.
Oh, you gotta roll 2 of them one more time. You need 5 numbers.
5.
Oh, I thought it was 2. So I thought it was 2, 2, 1. We rolled 2 dice 2 times and then 1 dice 1 time.
No, you roll 2 dice 2 times, 1 dice 1 time.
That's what I did.
5.
I rolled 2 dice 2 times and 1 dice 1 time.
So you should have 5
That's
numbers.
Oh, I didn't do it like that. I added them up.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So what's the total of the 3 then? If you added it up the first time, it's fine. So what's the total?
No, you know what I'm saying is, so when I roll with 2 dices, I added both numbers up. I don't know if I had a 3 or a 4. That's good.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So what's the total of all 3 of the when you added them to what's the
right? So 9, I add 9, 7, and 5 together is what I'm saying. Okay, I got you. Just making sure.
Then you multiply that by 10.
Okay. All right.
What are you going to?
I got $200.
200.
I'm at
Yeah.
I'm at 280.
I'm
Cool.
at 210.
I got 190.
Let me make sure that's right with the calculator because I know my intelligence low. No,
I'm glad that the thug got a little bit of money because I don't want them to jack me for my money. You know.
Don't be snuggling up. Do not snuggle up with yours.
How much you got, B-Lay?
210.
Okay, cool. It's funny. So I put in the example, Edwin and Shanita are new characters. Edwin has a charisma of 3, -2 modifier, and Shanita has a modifier of 10. Well, a score of 10, modifier +1. Edwin rolls 3 dice 6 and gets a 7. He multiplies the result by 10 and starts with $70. Shanita rolls 6 dice 6 and gets a 31. She multiplies the result by 10 and starts with $310. All right. So the term alignment. So now we're going to get your alignment. You're going to choose it. Alignment is used to represent the character's moral stance. Okay. There are 3 types of alignment: law, neutrality, and chaos. These have nothing to do with good or evil. All right. Alignment, law, neutrality, or chaos are not only moral, rules, but above all, cosmic forces that govern the stability and movement of the universe. They cannot be identified directly with good and evil. Basically, it is a matter of defining the camp chosen by the characters and the creatures which they meet, rather than a way to define their personality by a simple classification. Law can represent an absolute dictatorship, an oppressive bureaucracy, and meddling by total order in which the unforeseen has no place, as much as by a feeling of justice and peace. Conversely, chaos can represent selfishness without scruples, dangerous unpredictability, orgiastic decadence, just as much as the spirit of freedom and equality. But generally, law represents stability, even immobility, just as chaos represents change, both as a renewal and destruction. So I want you all to choose. So law, that represents order, justice, and stability. You believe that authority has all power in any matter to solve problems. Chaos is change, innovation, and individuality. You rely on individual initiative more than anything else to resolve important matters. Neutrality tends to regard law and chaos as 2 opposed poles of the same reality. And you believe each person must moderate themselves, their desires, and their needs. So,
isn't that what the artist is? Just a witness? I'm just witnessing what's going on. I'm just Jehovah's Witness. That's all I am.
Hey, that's what you want to be. So, neutrality is what you want?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yo Ying?
Can we circle back to me?
Yes.
Thank you.
A life?
I think I'm gonna go with chaos. You
All
know,
right. Chaos. Cool.
hype beats. I'm trying to always do something new. Always trying to, yeah, that's what I'm going with chaos.
Exactly. Okay, cool. Yomi?
Chaos, of course.
Chaos. All right, cool. Yo Ying?
Neutrality.
Okay, neutrality. Cool.
Uh,
All right. Description. So we know what your concept is, your abilities, your alignment. But let's get to the essence of your character. So, number one, your first encounter. What was your first encounter with the unknown? Was it you lost a loved one under mysterious circumstances? You witnessed something in the darkness? Something is lurking in your dreams? Cult activity. Maybe they recruited someone close to you or tried to recruit you. You read something not meant for mortal minds? The evidence online is too much to be ignored? A teacher you were spying on ate the class pet or school mascot? You survived an attack you cannot explain? Someone close to you is pulling you in or pushing you away? You may be a card-carrying member in a secret society. So, thinking of those, Belay?
All of the above.
You'll be
Oh,
jacked up.
I saw something in the dark.
Okay, so witness something in the darkness. So that's your first encounter.
That was my
You
first
want
encounter
me
as a,
to put that down or memorize that,
as a kid.
and we'll be using that. That will probably revisit you all as part of stories that go on. Yo Ying,
It's something in my dreams.
something is lurking in your dreams. Cool. A life.
I'm a card carrying member of a secret society.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know what yet, or anything like that yet.
Uh,
I'm probably a legacy too. I'm probably a legacy, so I don't know even what they're really doing.
Or either you do know and you're not ready to reveal it yet because it's a secret society.
Hey,
Hey.
all right.
We don't know. We don't
All
know.
right, Tommy.
I survived an attack I cannot explain.
All right, cool. Excellent. All right, your ideology and beliefs. What is your character's initial ideology beliefs? What lens do they use to interpret the world and guide them toward action? Is it everything has a rational explanation rooted in science? You ascribe to a specific political ideology? Individuals can make a difference? A specific religion guides you? Morality is black and white? You believe in fate and it directly impacts your life? Belief in higher powers like astrology, spirituality, etc. There are deep truths. The answers are out there. Free will is the only truth, or you believe in the power of community. Belay.
Wow, those are really good because I mean, I believe in a few of those for real. like damn. I forgot what I wanted to say when you said the power of community thing. I had what I was going to use. I was going with the intuition of the artist and be. I believe that one person can change that one. Whatever. What was that?
Individuals can make a difference.
Yes, individuals can make a difference.
All right. Yo Yang. And y'all can have
I believe in the higher power.
Okay.
You said in y'all what now, Baba?
I said y'all could have the same one too. So you believe in a higher power. Which one? Astrology, spirituality?
Oh, I got to pick right now. I'm trying to build my character.
Okay, well, you don't have to pick right now. You can just think.
Okay. Okay.
All right. A life.
Free will.
Free will is the only true. Cool.
Yep.
Yomi.
Higher powers, spirituality.
Okay. Believe in
It
the
don't mean I don't have spirituality just because I.
No, it don't mean no.
Okay,
no.
I'm about to say, I'm feeling real.
It's your greatest belief is that me in real life, I believe in a higher power. I also believe free will is the only truth.
Yeah, I know. Not talking about real life. I mean, I know we can do that in real life. I'm just making sure on the game that you can be like, no, you faithless. I'm like, wait a minute,
No, it's not that.
you heathen.
Okay, connections. Now, Yomi, you're gonna because of your third, you got more than one connection. You got one already, but so you think of that one, and now this one. List one significant person to the student. What is their relationship? Give them a name and brief description. So y'all can do that later if you want to. Make sure you list one significant person to you. Okay.
Wait a minute, you got
List
to just.
one contact the student has.
Oh, you got to have your contact. Your one contact, just like school.
Right. So you can have a significant person that could be your mama.
It's got to be your mama if we high schools.
You don't have to be. It don't have to be. It could be your daddy. It could be a pastor. It could be
That'll
your
be your mama.
girlfriend. Boyfriend, what is the contact's area of expertise? Well, I mean, what is their relationship? Okay. Now, list one contact. Now, this contact has an area of expertise. What is the contact's area of expertise and what is their relationship to you, to the student? It should say student, and it will in the game that's published. Choose types of connections from below. Boyfriend, girlfriend, coach, family member, friend, local criminal, mentor, online associate, rival, specialist, teacher. And that could be your significant person or your contact. So your contact, they don't have to be significant to you. There's a person that you keep up with. They could be significant to you, but it's a person you keep up with. Okay. So your significant person in contact could be the same person. It'd be good if they're different because that gives you more people you can rely on somewhat.
So contact, and you got a significant other, and you said it's
significant person.
Significant person, and we got a choice of people. I can pull up my rules. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep trying to.
Now, after that, so think on that. Character traits. You're going to choose from each category. So physique, are you athletic, brawny, curvy, lanky, rugged, scrawny, shorty, statuesque, stout, towering? Athletic, brawny, curvy, lanky, rugged, scrawny, short, statuesque, stout, or towering. That's your physique. Choose a physique.
If I ain't strong and I don't have good health, we already know. I mean, we know, of course.
What are you gonna be, scrawny?
I'm realistically buff in life, but
you gonna be scrawny or you gonna be curvy?
First of all, never call me. I never asked me if I'm. Never call myself curvy because I would not. I take offense to that. I would be scrawny. I will be scrawny, sir.
All right.
I don't like that. I don't like this.
Yo Ying.
Baba love throwing shots, boy. I tell you, so you could be curvy.
I'm looking at it. Yes. Wow. Can we come back to me? Sorry.
All right. Life. Lanky.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. I might need to look at him.
Athletic. Cool. All right. Yo Yang.
Scrawny.
What is a shorty?
Short.
Shorty do what?
That's what it is.
Short.
No. I'm taking too
long. Yeah, I just.
Curvy.
All right, curvy. Cool. Your face, is it bony, broken, chiseled, dimpled, elongated, perfect, round,
Perfect.
square, or sunken?
Perfect.
All right, perfect, cool. So you scrawny, but you got a perfect face. Cool. All right. All right, Yo Ying,
Round.
round. Okay. A life,
I'm going with the dimples.
dimple. Okay. Yomi,
Yeah.
Round.
round. Okay. Skin tone, is it alabaster? Alabaster is stark white. Bisque. So bisque is a white person with a tan. Chestnut, that's dark. Copper, that's copper. Uh, Copper is probably more like me, copper tone. Ebony, that's really dark. You ain't playing. Yeah. Okay. Fawn actually is more like fawn would be Yo Ying. Ivory, y'all know what that's pretty white. Mahogany, uh, that no whiter than so that mahogany that's belay. Okay. Tawny, tawny would actually be so fawn is Yo Ying. Tawny would be no fawn would be me. Tawny would be Yo Ying. Umber, that would be more like a life and Yomi.
Okay. So I got to pick first. I'm alabaster.
Oh Lord.
Oh, you gonna be the butt of all.
I can't be a See, first of all, I don't like how y'all just jumped on me.
I'm just saying. Just say that you play the albino and we cool.
Right.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. I'm an albino.
It must be an albino.
Huh?
I was gonna say it must be an albino. Like, dang.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm an albino, but see, I don't
Right.
even like. I don't like the energy y'all gave me. I don't like the energy y'all gave me. I think I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna go with copper. I like
Copper,
the
okay.
copper.
All right.
Perfect copper face. I like it.
Copper tone face. All right, cool.
No.
That you looking like what's his name? Just young. Giancarlo Esposito.
I don't even know who that is.
The one who plays on Better Call Saul. Well, he played on
Right.
Gus Fring.
Right. Okay. Got
That's
it.
copper tone.
That's who I am.
All right, a young Gus Fring, but you ain't even a thug. You're an artist. Okay, anyway. But maybe like the guy who acts and plays Gus Fring, Giancarlo Esposito. There
There
you
you go.
go. All right. Yo Ying?
Ebony.
Ebony, cool. All right.
And ivory. Sorry.
A life?
I'm going with the umber.
Umber, cool.
Yes, sir.
And Yomi? Umber?
Chestnut.
Huh?
Chestnut.
Oh, chestnut, cool. All right. Cold y'all made the thug dark. The thug dark. What's up, what black folk do? Ain't no
I wasn't gonna be light skinned.
Let's see here. Speech. Is your speech blunt, booming, choppy, droning, formal, gravelly, precise, squeaky, warm, or whispery?
Been whispering thug.
I wouldn't be whispering, man. But thug, I can see that though from the thug, like you just soft, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or like if y'all saw what's the movie about Bumpy Johnson with Lawrence Fishburne when it was the boy Whispers?
Yeah. What was that?
You know. So
I want a warm voice.
bad, yo. You took mine. It's okay.
All right, cool.
We good.
You got a
I'm an
warm,
artist.
We good.
warm voice, perfect face, scrawny.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I draw
Okay,
you.
now I gotta rethink. I gotta rethink. Hold up.
Like, hey, how y'all doing? How's everybody?
I said,
Just love everybody in here today.
all right, so you got a warm voice. Yo, Ying,
Precise.
precise. All right, cool. Precise voice.
Yeah, she sounded pretty precise just now.
Now, you are an artist too.
That's a mama. Yeah,
You're
but she a
an
mama artist.
Well, she ain't no mama in high school, but you just got her life, Mister. You don't want us to talk about you being albino, but she's a single mom in high school. All right.
Then when we talking about high schoolers now or back when we was young, I'm saying it's a little bit.
Yo, I'm just gonna be blunt. I'm gonna let my style speak for me. So I'm gonna be blunt on everything.
All right, cool. All right. And Yomi.
I also put blunt.
All right, blunt. Cool. Your virtue is your virtue being ambitious, cautious, courageous, disciplined, gregarious, honorable, humble, merciful, serene, or tolerant.
I feel like I'm very humble.
All right.
Still humble. Yeah.
Most people say that aren't. Oh, hey, cool. He's humble. All right.
All right. I started going serene, but I'm gonna go humble.
Okay, cool. Yo Ying. Just so y'all know, gregarious is outspoken, outgoing, brother.
Yeah, I figured since I didn't know what it was, I shouldn't even try to be that.
All right. So
Honorable.
okay, honorable, cool. All right, a life.
I'm going discipline.
All right. And Yomi.
Cautious.
Conscious? Oh, cautious. Oh,
Cautious.
right. Yeah, cautious. That tracks with the thug. That's cool. All right, flaw. Is your flaw being aggressive, bitter, craven, deceitful, greedy, lazy, nervous, rude, vain, or vengeful?
No, this is just
Vain.
This is too difficult for me to even.
Who said vain? Yo, Ying?
Yes.
Now, craven means that you are just into all kinds of kinks and, you know, you don't care about.
I don't know anything. What you're talking about? I'm confused.
They really don't care. They in high school.
Here is driven snow, so I don't know what you're talking about. Kinks? No.
You take it too long.
Let's see.
The craven is kind of corrupt, but anyway, so a life. Well, first belay.
Flaws is not my thing, man. I'm really hard. I was just so hard to find a flaw.
Oh Lord, you
Just, maybe I'm a little lazy.
okay, so lazy.
That's why your bones don't work.
Right. We got
Whoa. You laughed way too hard. I did not.
we got so lazy. We got vain. A life.
I'm gonna go with.
She said
I'm gonna go with. I'm vengeful.
Okay, cool.
Mm.
And Yomi.
I'm rude.
Character already. All right.
Your misfortune. Were you abandoned, addicted, blackmailed, condemned, cursed, defrauded, demoted, discredited, disowned, or excommunicated?
Oh my goodness.
I know you heavy.
I felt like I was testifying. I was abandoned, addicted, blackmailed, condemned, cursed, defrauded.
Can I get my vitamins, please?
You jacked up, you all those.
Crazy. That's what I'm preaching is that every Sunday, at least for 20 minutes. They went through it all. Okay. All right. I was
I'll get it.
what was I? I was excommunicated. That's what I was. I was Jehovah's Witness and I was excommunicated.
All right, cool. There you
That's
go.
exactly what happened.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Yang.
Cursed.
Curse. All right, cool.
Damn, damn.
Right.
I was blackmailed.
Right. Cool. And Yomi.
I was disowned. That's why I'm out here in these streets.
Out in the street, but you do make it to school. All right. So now the final step is the party. So we're gonna do some questions. I'm gonna ask y'all some questions, and then y'all answer this together. Why did the party come together? What brought the party of students together and pushed them to investigate the strange occult happening at Truth High? You all, so is it you all spent the day together in detention while the school was closed and something very strange catching your attention? You see each other in your dreams and something else is there guiding or luring you. At a friend's party, you saw something terrifying. No one believes you. You barely believe yourselves. You all share a common friendship with a beloved student that was found dead in odd circumstances. An after school squabble went wrong. Something attacked you. You barely escaped. None of you fully saw what it was. You were all somehow assigned to the Paranormal Investigation School Club. You have a tiny room, dusty equipment, and books. Oddly, no one seems to be in charge. Which one do y'all want to go with?
I'm gonna tell you what jumped out of me is that it'd be cool if we was all like at this party. We don't know each other, but we all seen the same thing and nobody else seen it but us. Like we asked, like, yo, you seen that? You seen that? And we the only people that seen it, and that's what made us come together. That's my vote.
Anybody else want to go with that or want to go with something?
Yeah, that's fine because there's no other reason we would be friends besides the two artists.
Right.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so y'all were at a party, you saw something terrifying, no one believes you, you barely believe yourself. All right, cool. So we got that. Now, each player state a relationship to another character at the table. So here's some examples. Blank got in trouble with me for blank. Blank is covering for me when I blank. Blank is helping me with a school project or subject. Blank is hiding something from me. Blank is my co-worker at blank. Blank is my crush or rival or both. Blank is my drinking, smoking buddy. Blank is my ex. Blank is my neighbor. Blank saved me from whatever it was that tried to attack me. Blank shares a hobby or after-school activity with me. So, Belay, you go and you decide which person you share a relationship with.
Okay, and I need to write this down as I go.
It would be good so you remember it. I'm putting it down too.
Have each player state the relationship. So I got in trouble. Who got in trouble with me for? All right, we got the thug, the artist, and social. What's the guy?
And the hype beast.
Hype beast. So the thug got in trouble with me. I don't know the thug name, but I'm just gonna say thug.
But thug and none of y'all came up with your names yet. So thug in trouble with you
for skipping class.
All right.
That works.
Cool. All right. Next, Yo Jane.
Mm, I'm gonna say that the that the hype
Go ahead.
that hype beast is my neighbor.
Okay. All right. A life.
The not so smart artist. Covers for me when I'm doing social media posts in the school.
Okay.
When I'm doing
Cool.
my TikTok or whatever, doing my little dance, TikTok dance, whatever they do. He makes sure the teacher don't get on my back.
All right. Cool.
Sounds about me.
Cool. The hype beast. He's doing social media posts during school.
You should be able to express yourself on social media whenever you want, man.
All right. Yomi.
The smart artist is my secret smoking buddy.
Like that.
I like it. I like it.
That really is like high school politics right there. It really is, End up with people you're not supposed to be next to for some random stuff.
Yep.
All right. So we got you all's bonds for your group. Now, choose your skills. Character can learn a number of foreign languages equal to the number of points above 7 of their intelligence. Uh, y'all can pick that later if you want. You can, pick it now. But skills, characters start with a number of skills equal to their intelligence plus wisdom modifiers. So,
Oh my God!
time, look at the skills, and then so intelligence, Belay has intelligence, wisdom. So your wisdom is 11. So what's your modifier? Your wisdom, your wisdom modifier. You know,
Plus 2.
+2, and you have no intelligence, so you get 2 skills.
Well, I did not like how you said that, but let's just keep going.
So look at the skills, and then it will determine how many skills you get. Um, let's
So,
see.
What's
so
your
you said
team?
I'm sorry. So you said I get 2 skills?
Yes.
Okay. Do I pick them? Oh, I don't see.
So you get a number of skills equal to intelligence plus wisdom modifiers. Um,
Good night, daughter. Have great sleep.
if it's 0 or less, you start with no skills. So your name, you have an intelligence of 10 that gives you +1.
Mm-hmm.
And so, okay, 6 to 8 is 0, 9 to 10 is 1, 11 to 12 is 2, right?
Yes.
So you got 1 plus your 11, that's 2, so you got 3 skills. Y'all see the skills?
Yes.
You can pick from those. A life.
I got nothing.
Yeah, you got.
I got nothing.
Yeah,
I'm
you got
skillless.
skills. But you are hype beast. You know how to pick some good clothes. And,
Yeah, at least you know. At
What is
least.
what are skills at the bottom?
it's right after the bond for you all.
Okay.
Yomi, you would have one.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, I picked contacts.
Okay.
so it's between those. Okay, I got you. Two
But you
skills.
know you have contacts uh, as a a special ability.
Oh, well then charm.
Charm. Okay,
Wait a
cool.
minute. So hold on. What's my special ability?
Oh, wait. I just saw this one. I didn't see there's more under here. I'm gonna pick driving because we're not gonna have the same mistake we had last game.
Oh,
How
Okay.
you get a special ability?
All of the concepts have a special ability.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
So yours is inspire and awareness.
Right, inspiring
All
awareness.
roles and using the perception skill are made with advantage. So they can tell you what skill might be good for you. So you get advantage with the perception skill.
Okay.
Now the third roll with advantage whenever using the vandalism skill.
Right.
See, so you might want to get vandalism instead. Yomi is
It says driving.
right.
All right, well, let's go with vandalism.
The hype beast. Well, the hype beast doesn't matter because the hype beast
Yep.
can't do skill right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my time with this. I'm not gonna do this on the spot.
Right.
I'm gonna think of those. I'm gonna think. Use my intelligence.
Once and you can.
Y'all want to rush me and pressure me because y'all think that my intelligence is low.
I'm
gonna wait and decide this next show. I'll have it ready.
all right. So, y'all can do skills now, or you can do it later. Think on it.
Okay, what's after that? The adventure. Okay, the adventure.
And after that, you're done. The skills is the last part. You can go to equipment and see if you want to try to purchase anything. That'll be up to you. But you really don't need it. You're in school.
right.
Okay, the rest is just general principles and other rules.
But there's rules and stuff like that. But
Okay, we can get to that as we go to it. I got you.
Right. So that's as far as that is character creation, right?
All right.
So think on the skills, especially if you got 3 skills or whatever. Think what would come in handy for you and for the group. Driving may come in but you're in school, so you're gonna be driving through the school after. Or y'all got to run about it every day. But think about it. It's got forensic medicine, perception, translation, vandalism, technology, charm, athletics. So, think on it. Send me a message so I know which one. Like after you've written up your characters, send me the write up online as soon as you can, so then I can look at how I'm going to craft the adventure and everything. And that is this episode. Y'all did well. Everybody clear on everything?
Yes.
Sir.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right.
Also,
So,
if people want to send me once they do their write-ups, I meant to do it last time for the first adventure. I didn't get around to it, but I mess around with that AI mid journey stuff, and you want me to try to craft up a character using that AI stuff?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Cool.
That'd be cool.
All right.
So send you all our info. So that means I'm gonna have to write it down and make it look proper so you can read it.
Yeah, make it just
Make it make sense. I can send you all a character sheet, and y'all can kind of put it on the character sheet. I can probably do that.
That'd be cool.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Make it easier. All right. So, y'all be safe.
Yes, sir.
And get ready to get at it next week.
Yeah.
It is going to be horror filled.
Fuck them ghosts. Sorry.
But it's going to be fun
I
and
ain't no
somewhat
ghosts.
funny. But it is going to be horror filled, and you may not be spraying no ghosts yet. So I do need, and definitely I need to know genders because I got an idea brewing.
What you mean genders?
Are you? Is your character male, female?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, because I got an idea brewing. All right.
Yeah, play me. I'm there. Yeah.
I might be
Cool.
a woman on this.
Right.
So y'all taking it. If you're a
I'll
woman,
see y'all soon.
cool. And I will see y'all soon. I will see y'all next week.
All righty.
All right,
Next
peace,
week.
everybody.
Yeah, but
Peace.
Peace, everybody. Peace.
Peace.